I went to California last week and it's 70-degree weather, and got a cold real quick. And I spent 2 days there. I see a few people here that I saw in California, and I couldn't talk at all then, so this is a big improvement, but hopefully bear with me. Also, I can see that I'm easily the senior member of this panel, both of the panels, so I hope that you'll give me a little credit there. I do need some notes. You know, this is not my comfort zone to sit up here. Those who know me will know that. But I'm glad to be here because I hope I can share some things that will be helpful to reach the goals that we're looking for. I'll start out. You asked me to tell a little bit about both dairies. And it's going to take a little bit of time because I need to lay some groundwork to help people understand just why we do what we do. We built Seagull-Bay Dairy in 1980. We started out with 100 cows, and we're still milking the same farm. Our facilities are pretty common, pretty old. We built one freestall setup during that time that's built pretty much right, but we've still got a lot of freestalls that aren't modern and built the way they should. I've probably been too conservative in that area. We now have 600 cows. Now this will surprise a lot of people, including Corey. He said we have a 600 cow Holstein dairy. Seagull-Bay is 600 cows with 200 Holsteins, 50 of which are registered Holsteins, and 400 crossbreds. That dairy is managed by my son Greg. With 50 registered Holsteins and heifers, we generated over $1 million in genetic sales last year in 2013. We have an IVF program where we're doing IVF on 8 or 10 animals. Probably a couple of fresh 2-year-olds, and the rest are young heifers, as young as we can start working on. The other dairy, Andersen Dairy, we bought about 9 years ago. At that time, it had 160 cows. We've added to it gradually. We got 1,500 cows now. 95% of them are crossbreds. 5% old Holstein cows, and they're good old Holstein cows. They're the ones that have stayed. We built 2 600 cow freestall barns last year. They're built the right way. We went to Wisconsin and found out how to do it, and it's been good for us since we got them in. I need to tell you a few stats about this crossbred dairy so that you'll take me a little bit seriously. I can remember 9 or 10 years ago, before we got into crossbreeding. I knew a little bit about crossbreeding, but I felt like the Holstein was so far ahead of everything else that I didn't pay it any attention. Right now, I just got the DHI sheet yesterday. And I want to tell you one other thing. We don't have real good facilities. They're better, but just in the last few months. All the other managers that are on these 2 panels, the one now and the one at the end of the conference, I would consider top 1% managers. I think we're pretty good breeders, and we're good managers, but we're not, you know, we're in the 70th percentile, so not the number 1 percentile. The herd average is 25,700 milk, 4% test, 1,021 of fat, 3.4 protein, 863 in protein. Conception rate is 51%, preg rate 27 to 30, whether you use DHI plus or dairy comp. In the dairy comp, it's about 30, sometimes a little bit above that. Services per conception, 1.8. Annual death rate, 4% the last 2 years. It was more than double that before we started crossbreeding. Fresh culls, those are culled less than 60 days, less than 2% the last 4 years. And my nutritionist tells me he has the goal is to reach 5% fresh culls, and I've also heard that 8 or 10% is typical. We had no DAs in 2013, and the only time we've had a vet on the place was to do ET work or write health certificates. My son does do the preg check, but we've not had to bring a vet to do anything else. You know, possibly. We used to load a cow up if we needed to go to the vet, but we don't need it now for that. Calf DOA is less than 4%. I think 8.2 is what I heard was normal. One other thing I need to tell you that even to me is remarkable. I'm still trying to believe it, but I can because I've been in business long enough. Last summer we sold 84 springers to a Michigan dairy. And they paid over $200 over Holstein, top Holstein price delivered to them. It was $16.50 at our place. It cost them $150 to haul them. I talked to, just in California, I talked to the young man who bought these and asked him how many he still hadn't heard. 84. They're all still there. He figured up for me and just emailed me yesterday. The 84 are averaging 81 pounds, 4.05 fat, 3.25 protein, and energy correct is 88 pounds. The Holstein heifers that he has, and it's a good herd, well managed, they're averaging 87 pounds energy corrected. So they're almost equal. 1 pound, he said, in advantage. So these are three-way cross. Sired by either Montbéliard, Swedish Red, or Holstein. In fact, there were several planets in there that were at Montbéliard and Swedish Red, the 2 generations behind. Beautiful cows with square planet colors. So I can understand why you make the assumption that you do about us having 2 different breeding philosophies. But actually, we just have one breeding philosophy. Breed for the most profitable cow possible, regardless of color. Our cow must have high production, protein and fat, pounds of protein and fat. Moderate size that converts feed and protein and fat into protein and fat efficiently. She must carry enough condition and lactation to breed back in 1 or 2 services. She must calve and transition easily. So, I've got some other things here. I'm sure I've got as long as you want. Maybe we'll get back to it. That'll give you a little idea.